Gavin Newsom called out Kari and Republicans in what panned out to be a rather brutal MSNBC segment, exposing their hypocrisy and how they flip-flop positions to try to land wherever they think will get them in the majority. Specifically, Kari Lake's support of the exact abortion ban she's now pretending to be against because it passed and it's wildly unpopular. So let's start there.
Kari Lake, she initially praised the state's abortion measure from 1864 as a great law, but now she says the state Supreme Court decision to revive it is out of step with the people of her state. She's been joking about people putting on Glocks. That's a separate but related issue. What do you make of her evolving stance on this?
A person of remarkable character and conviction with, compelling moral authority. That puts her finger to the wind and moves with the prevailing winds, please. Her integrity has the form and substance, dare I say, you see the Golden Gate Bridge behind me, of fog. I don't take much of what she says at face value. I mean, she basically said last week that people, well, don't worry about any 1864 bans in Arizona. You can all go to California. You can all go to a neighboring state. We took that quite literally and quite seriously, but she can't be taken quite literally or respectively quite seriously.
This is so devastatingly brutal because, well, one, it's articulated so well, and two, it's absolutely true. Kari Lake has changed her rhetoric and position in each different election cycle she's ran in to try to appeal more electable among Republicans. When she came out in 2020 and MAGA was still on the forefront and being brass with no remorse, she was front and center pushing election denialism. She told John McCain Republicans to get the hell out of her party, that the governor election was stolen from her as well, and that abortion needed to be banned full stop, which is a far cry from where she is now on each of these positions. She just released a video saying that women need choices reproductively. Do you think she ever would have said that in 2022? She's softened her stance on election denialism, and to the point that about her own election, the governor one that she lost, she sidesteps talking about it altogether.
I think really we need to start focusing on making the kind of progress that's needed. And I'll tell you, right now, a big part of my focus and why I'm so focused on Arizona and providing doctors from Arizona the ability to come into California through emergency legislation we'll introduce with our Women's Caucus this week is to address the crisis at hand with that law that will go into effect on May 1st to provide access to women and girls that are fleeing the state of Arizona, and to focus on Arizona electorally, to focus on Nevada electorally, that will play potentially an outsized role in this election.
And this is wonderful. California has always led the way in opening their doors to those who are ostracized by red states, whether it be undocumented immigrants and now women seeking reproductive freedoms, all the way down to legislating doctors as well. But a great point that he makes is something that's often overlooked: the importance of focusing on it electorally. We need to clean sweep these states with blue seats. Texas, Arizona, Alabama. If we get blue progressive members in each of these state seats, local seats, even the federal seats that they hold, like Senate, these draconian abortion laws instantly go away. But when we lose focus and we focus on more of the big name economical stuff or the culture wars, and we think that these kind of seats don't matter as much as they truly do, is when we lose grounds in these states, and it allows for these fascist Republicans to sneak in and enact these sorts of exact laws on a massive wide-scale level, and then act like, I don't support it. It's not something I wanted to pass. That's too far, but it's exactly what they said they were going to do. And this is why state and local politics are just as important to get involved in, if not more important, and to spread the message on, because your area code shouldn't be what determines your health care and freedoms and rights.
Well, you see, they've been on a cultural purge, a banning binge. They're censoring historical facts, rewriting history. It's happened in the open. They're not just talking about rights regression in states. They're talking about the nationalization of rights being regressed. We know, everybody watching knows that if Donald Trump becomes president of the United States again, he will sign a national abortion ban, period, full stop. He's the one that's responsible for the conditions that persist today. And those same conditions, again, continue to persist as it relates to the rights that are being vandalized by the United States Supreme court.
Trump will continue to roll us back to a pre-1960s type lifestyle. We covered Trump affiliates talking about rolling back the Civil Rights Act, repealing the 19th Amendment. We saw how they attacked and continue to attack the LGBTQ community, DEI, affirmative action. It's anything that's outside of their specific worldview and what they want to be in the majority. These are the values that Trump holds for the straight white man. And you cannot take him at his word when he lies more than he is ever honest. And just like Kari Lake, he knows that he needs to play the optics to whatever will make him more electable and get him the votes. We all know what's coming in 2025 if he's elected. There's no reason to beat around the bush and pretend he's going to change because the man wants to play nice guy now after he has 88 charges. And he knows that might affect him a little bit. If you enjoyed this video, we're Social Society. We're a commentary channel influenced by politics, society, and the economy. We are pretty left-leaning on this channel, but we're open to our right-wingers as well. The biggest thing here is having conversations that get everyone to the bottom of the truth. If that sounds like something that could interest you, consider smashing that subscribe button, leaving us a like, or even commenting on this video. We even have memberships available as low as $3 if you'd like to support, because the only way we become a society is together.